Hello everyone. Today I want to show you something which I think is really very clever. If you're trying to plan meals or actually get yourself organized, I found that using Trello is an amazing tool. Let me show you what I do here. Don't get confused. Don't look at the whole thing now. I'm going to go through it bit by bit as we go along. So what I've decided is that you are probably very much like most people in that you only have a certain number of meals that you really eat on a regular basis. And those might be between 6 and 12 different meals. So what we do here is we sort of say, okay, if we're going to plan our week's meals, how are we going to go about that? So what I've done is I've actually gone along here and I've set up this board, as you can see, and I'll call it nutrition, and I'm going to go through it now. And don't worry too much about how I do whatever. So anyway, Trello, if you don't know what Trello does, is you give it lists, like this list is dishes, and bought stuff, on hand freezer, this week, and resources. All you do to add another list is you click here, and there's a list, and you can enter the title, and this is just a demo list, and there we go, and then it enters another one. Okay, we don't want that one, and we basically don't even want this one, but for now, let's just leave it there. So what I did is I started a demo list, and then I've got all these things here. Now, these are called cards. All right, let me show you how I create a card. You've got a demo list, then you say, okay, add a card. You click there, enter the title for this card, then enter the title. All right, and in this case, you can see here, I've got oatmeal as a title. So I've added that card, and then let's say, okay, now that doesn't look anything like this. So what do we do to get it to look like that? Well, basically, nothing much, except we've got the title, and then we add a label, and I've got some labels which I set up previously, and I've got labels that say, okay, semi-cheating, I've got to cook and make it, it's frozen or it's fresh, and then I've got one called separator, and you'll see why I use that in a moment. So this is now a new thing, and say this is something that is totally okay to eat, so we've given an okay label, close this up, close that up, and there we go. And that's basically it. That's your title of your card. So let's just go into this one here. Here I've got oatmeal. I open it up. There's nothing in here except what I already showed you. Okay. It's got a label. That's it. Very simple. But what it does, it specifies, okay, we've got a meal called oatmeal, and we can use that as a dish. And then I went along and I did the next one, and I said, okay, Mexican chili. That's something I like as well. Is it okay? Yeah. And it can be frozen, and I probably have some frozen. Then, okay, I've got Mexican chili again, but hang on. Here now I've got some other stuff at the bottom. What's that all about? So let's just open this card and have a look. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got a comment that I added, and it says, okay, make Mexican pizza. So in other words, I use a roti with some salsa, tomatoes, cheese. Now cheese is vegan cheese or whatever, gherkins, etc. Or I make a toasted bread with additions, or baked potatoes with additions. And those are my meals that I'll use Mexican chili for. So that's why I've got that little extra stuff here. And I only need to do it once, because you can always open the card. But every time I want to eat Mexican chili, I know this is what I can do. These are my options, and that's it. So I've got Mexican chili. I like it quite a bit. So I've got 3 times. Maybe I'll eat it 3 times in a week. Probably not, but I've listed it 3 times. Then what else do I like? Bean soup. Can it be frozen? Yep, I can freeze it. So I've probably got some in the freezer, or if not, I can make some. Goulash. I like making goulash. Okay. And I like it. I can freeze it. I can keep it. That's it. Vegetarian curry. Brown rice. Baked potatoes. You see where I'm going with this? So I've got all these dishes that I can make, and then I label them. How good are they for my diet? And the criteria that you use, they're up to you. All right. I decide I don't want any oily, fatty, high calorie, processed food. Then it's okay. The minute I go to something that's not that good, so let's look at Thai curry, for instance. I've got this semi-cheating. Now, why did I put semi-cheating? Thai curry, I can make it with vegetables, so it's vegetarian, but it's got coconut milk in it. Coconut milk is quite high in calories. That's why I've got semi-cheating. but I can also freeze it and stuff like that. So therefore it's good. I go through this and I've got some more here. And I've got Thai curry a couple of times, cabbage salad, hummus. I like hummus quite a bit, but because it's got tahini in there, which is basically ground seeds with, and if I buy from the store, it's usually got a bit of olive oil and stuff in it as well. So it's semi-cheating. And then I've got Mexican pizza, which again, there might be some cheese or something on there. Chickpea curry. Let's have a look at this. Okay. I get the chickpea curry, then I wrap it in a roti with bought salsa from Pick n Pay. Pick n Pay being a local store. So there's my idea for a meal. Okay. All I need to do is say, okay, get some roti, take some of this stuff, wrap it in there, add some salsa, and there's my meal done. You understand how this works? So those are my dishes. All right. I don't think there's anything else. Cheating, anchovy pizza. Okay, anchovies. I like anchovies. They're very salty. So they're cheating. Then I've got oven chips and stuff like that here. But you understand how this works. So you can set up these meals. And like I said, every time you want to create a new meal, just go click, add another card. New meal. Go in there, give it a label. Say, okay, this is semi-cheating. Close it, and there we go. And then, now this is the beauty about this program. So say I've created this new meal. And I say, okay, I'm going to put it on my list there. All I do is go, there we go. It's now there. All right. So that's great. So I can move these things around and they maintain their integrity. So let's look at what else I've done here now. So as I said, the first list is dishes, stuff I like to eat, different meals. You can label it whatever you want to, but they're basically a dish that I can use or component of a dish. Then I've got here another thing called bought stuff, which has got a separator in it, which means that it's actually two lists in one. But because I've got a smaller screen, I don't want a lot of these columns. So I limit it basically. I'll cut it off over here. Okay, I don't have this demo obviously, and I've got a smaller screen. So I've got bought stuff that I can buy. Well, I can buy baked potatoes at the one store, and they're reasonable. Fried sausages. Now that's a soy-based sausage. I can buy that. I can freeze them. I might have them. Oat biscuits. Sometimes I buy oat biscuits. There's people that make them that are reasonably healthy. And then I've got sliced onions, which I can freeze or fresh or whatever. And I've got them on hand, or I don't have them on hand. Then I've got to say, okay, they're fresh, they're okay. And I don't have any at the moment, so that's why I've got some over here and some not over here, which means I probably need to get some. Then I've got the separator here, which I do with the black little bar here, which again, if you look at this card, it's just one of these labels that I've dragged up there, that I've just given a tick. If I untick it, it's gone. Give it a tick, it's back. All right. So that's all I do there. And I've got the separator. Then I say, okay, I want to make some mushroom thyme risotto. Semi-cheating because it's a bit creamy and stuff like that. I really like it. I don't have any, so I've got to make it. So I put it down here to be cooked. And then curry cauliflower. Very nice as well. Semi-cheating because I put a bit of coconut milk in there. So that's why it's a semi-cheating. I don't have any, I can make it. Okay, so that's stuff that gives me an idea of what I've got to do, how I've got to handle that. Then what have I actually got? Okay, on hand in the freezer and fridge and so on. Shredded cabbage, I've got in the fridge. Vegetarian goulash, I made the other day, so I've got some in the freezer. And then ingredients, what have I got? Well, I've got frozen vegetables in the freezer. I've got sliced onions in the freezer. And I've got some mushroom sauce in the freezer. Okay. So that's all on hand. So this is what I can work with now to make my meals. Now let's go to say, okay, this week, my meal plan, what I want to do is actually separate it into what Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So what can I do each day? But you see on top here, I've got bread and hummus, which is something that I'll use, and I don't list it specifically because I'll use it with a meal or as instead of a meal or something, because a piece of bread with some hummus, a sliced tomato on there. It's basically a meal, all right? And you don't have to specify, okay, I've got to make breakfast, lunch, dinner. No, just make one good meal for the day. Have something like this as a snack. Start off with oatmeal, and there's your meal planning done. So let's say Monday, we're going to plan our meal, and we're going to go Mexican chili. So Monday, we're going to make Mexican chili. Tuesday, we're going to have some bean soup. And then going to have some baked potatoes on Wednesday. And we're going to have those with some Mexican chili. So actually, that's crazy. We should actually put that down. Maybe at the end of the week more. All right. So just drag it down there. Friday, there we go. And then, what else have we got here? Chickpea curry. Yeah, let's get some chickpea curry. We'll have that on Wednesday. And Mexican pizza on Thursday. And you see how this goes. You know, obviously you can expand this to whatever you want, to whatever you like, and you can put that in there. And you can say, okay, I want my risotto and thyme. I'll have that on Saturday, but it tells me I've still got to cook it. So I've taken it from there, put it into there. But now look at this thing. For this week now, I've got basic planned. Monday, I know what I'm going to have. Mexican chili. I've got it in the fridge. I just got to pull it out Monday morning, Monday evening, or whenever I thaw it, and I'll eat it. Tuesday, frozen bean soup. In the freezer, I'll pull it out, I can eat it. Wednesday, chickpea curry. I bought some at Spar at the food store. Not that fantastic, but it's there, I've got it. Separate, okay, Thursday I didn't put anything in yet. Let's just put some oven chips in there. Thursday. And should actually put let's do this. Let's make it while we're here. And we're going to make a plant-based burger. If I could type, it would help a hell of a lot. So let's just do that, plant-based burger. And depending how we make it, we can make it actually very healthy. So let's say it's okay. We'll make it healthy. Let's close this, and then we're going to have that on... Where were we? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll have it with the oven chips. Oven chips on Thursday. We'll have a plant-based burger and chips. So we'll have burger and chips. And what we can do, obviously, I'm not going to list this. We can have some salsa with it, or some homemade barbecue sauce or something. So anyway, what I've done now, I've got for the whole week, I've basically got my menu. All right. I know what I'm going to do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all the way through Saturday. Okay, I haven't done Sunday probably, but that doesn't matter. You know what I'm trying to do here. So we've got all that stuff, and okay, so great. We've got our meal planned. And then you have a look at this and say, okay, you know, the thyme chili stuff I've got to cook. Do I have the ingredients? I don't know. Let me check. So then I go into my shopping. This is my resources list. I go into my shopping list. And what I've done here, I've separated it into 3 sections. What I need to buy in the way of fruit and vegetables, or what have I got? Tinned, bottled and packaged, spices and herbs. Okay. So let me just show you what I've done here. Show checked items. I've got a thing where I've listed basically all the things I know I usually use. And bananas, I've ticked them off. Blueberries, I know I've got frozen ones. I ticked them off. Coconut water, no, I ran out of, not ticked. Kale, I've got ticked. Celery, I've got, so I tick it. Apples, I've got. Carrots, I've got. Tomatoes, I've got, etc., etc. So everything I've got, I give it a tick. And everything I haven't got hasn't got a tick. And then I go here and I say hard completed items. And there's my shopping list as to what I've got to buy in the fruit and vegetable department. In other words, I've got to buy some coconut water, potatoes, grape, pawpaw, everything else I've got. So I do the same thing for the tinned and bottled. Show the items. You see there's a whole lot of stuff here that I've got. That I buy, like sliced peach, strawberries, oats, rotis I don't have. So they're probably going to pitch up chocolate, jam, tomato, onion, beans, chickpeas, coconut milk, currants. You know, all the stuff that I've got ticked off. The stuff I haven't got or need to get is not ticked off. We hide the stuff we've got. There's our shopping list for rotis and stuff. for tin bottle. Same story with the herbs and spices. I go through it. I've got curry powder. I haven't got cinnamon. I'm low on cinnamon. I put it on my oatmeal. I make a point of that. So cinnamon, I need to get some. Nutritional yeast, I've got cumin, I've got coriander. I need for some things, so I better get some. And I go through the same way, tick off what I have got, leave open what I haven't got, and if I want to do something else, I just add it. You know, I just add an item here and say, okay, what do I do? Don't I need? Well, I need some turmeric because I heard that's good, so I add it. And I don't have any at the moment, so I don't click it off. So let's hide everything here. And it comes up, we need cinnamon, coriander, and turmeric. Great. So now we know what we've got to get when we go shopping. So now if we want to take this along as a shopping list, the easiest way to do that is to press Control P, which brings up your browser printing. There's a list. You can have a look that it's correct. And then you pick your printer and you just print it. You know, that's just printing it. Print it out and you can take it to the grocery store and Bob's your uncle. So that's great. So that's how it settles all that. But now what else have we got here? Cookbooks. In resources, I've got cookbooks. So let's have a look here. I downloaded a thing called 101 Healthy Vegan Burgers. McDougall Program for Maximum Weight Loss. McDougall Digestive. And all I did to get that, here's the thing. Let me show you this quickly. This is where I've got this stuff. This is where I bought it. All right. And I'll get something. And say I want the protein grocery list. I'll just drag it in here. It'll process it, and there it is. Done, gone. Right? And this is now just a folder on my computer where I stored these ebooks and stuff, which I bought. And here we are. Now you want to look at it. You click there, and it opens it up. You can look at it, go through it, see what you need. How much have you got in the way of calories, proteins, calories from protein, and so on. And everybody says, there's no protein in everything. Hemp seeds, 25% protein. Tempeh, 46%. Tofu, soybeans, lentils, 31%. That's higher than beef. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Vegetables, calories from protein, 49%. It's in spinach, mushrooms. It's amazing, you know. Then protein powder, obviously you get a lot more there. I can't seem to scroll this up, but you know, I was just going to show you how this works. So that's our book there. Okay, and if I want to say, like, let's look for this one. I want to make a hamburger. Here's my hamburgers, because remember I just put that in there. So, okay, protein, What have we got? Curry and chickpea burgers, broccoli and green pea burgers, curry cauliflower burgers. Wow. Lentil and oatmeal. This is something that I usually make. Lentil and oatmeal. Portobello burgers, which is obviously just mushroom based. Grilled black bean and broccoli burgers. Sweet potato, grilled. You know, it's like there's a heck of a lot of potatoes here. Okay. Then these are just grilled vegan burgers. You can have fried burgers, which means you probably need a bit of oil or something. But let's pick one here just to have a look. Let's use the lentil and oat. Comes up with a recipe. And you say, great, now what do I do with this? Okay. In the bottom of your computer, you've probably got a thing called snip, a snip tool. If you bring that up, it looks something like this. Get new. And then you can select what you want to snip. So I'm snipping this out of the book. There we go. I've got it. Does it make sense? Yes. All right. Now I'm going to save that file. Save as. I'm going to call it lentil burgers. And I'm just saving it into my pictures folder. So I'm going to go save. And we're going to close this. We're going to close this. I'm going to close this. Now, where's my lentil burger? What did I do? My hamburger? Didn't I save it? Okay, maybe I didn't save it. It's just add another card. Burger. Pretty sure it did save it, but anyway. Okay, here's the burger. Now we're going to go into our pictures folder. I'm going to find it here. There it is. Just going to drag it in here. Lentil burger is now in there. You want to figure out how to do it? Click. There it is. Now you can start working on it. Alright. Don't put a cover on there. There's our lentil burger. And yeah, then we can just give it a label like I did before. It's okay. And we're done. And we actually put it here with a plant-based burger. There we go. So we take this one out, just stick it over there. Alright, so we've got on Wednesday. No, it wasn't supposed to go there. It was supposed to go on Thursday with the oven chips. Alright, so you see how I just moved them. If I made a mistake, I just move it there. Oven chips, yeah, I get them out the freezer. And here, burger, I can make it quickly. Here's all information how to do it. Right? What have I got? Black lentils. I've got brown rice. I've got onion. I've got carrot. I've got garlic cloves. I've got uncooked oatmeal. I've got salt and pepper. I've got freshly chopped parsley. Okay, if I don't have it, I can put it on my list and I'm off. So that's it. So in resources, I've got staples for the shopping. I showed you the shopping list. Cookbooks, I showed you what to do there. And then here, this is actually one that I did already, where I took a recipe and I just pasted it in there. Did it slightly differently. And just to show it, you can bring it up and here's your recipe. Just like I did with the bean burger now. You know? Burger, bring it up. Here's your recipe. Very simple, very effective. Doesn't take a lot of work. And then what I did, another thing in resources, I put in a card that says tips. And here, because when I'm cooking stuff, I can never remember how long do I have to cook beans, for instance. So I click on here and I say, okay, black beans, soak it for 4 hours. It's very important to soak beans, by the way, because otherwise they've got an enzyme inhibitor and they don't digest properly. So black beans are actually the fastest. Everything else, 10 to 12 hours soaking. What basically I do, I take the beans out in the morning, stick them in a bowl, cover it, and just leave them until the next day when I want to cook them. That's 10, 12, 20 hours, whatever. Okay. Cooking time, 45 minutes to 1 hour. Unless you've got a pressure cooker, where like an instant pot or something like that. You stick them in there, 15 to 20 minutes. Now I've got that information here. So obviously what else I could do in the tips one, I could add another one with like changing degrees from Celsius to Fahrenheit or vice versa, or fluid ounces to grams and things like that. So whatever you find that you can just put it in there and it's done. Okay, so this basically concludes my nutritional Trello board, and I hope you find it interesting and useful. So just to go over it once more quickly, I'll start off by making lists of the dishes I eat, the ingredients I need for it, what I've got on hand, on the freezer, or basically lying around. You know, some things don't go in the fridge. Then I have what I'm going to have this week. We've got the stuff, the staple right on top, which is bread and hummus, which I eat all the time. I've got my separators for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. for the whole week. And I put these cards in there, which I've pulled from here. There they go. Very simple. If I change my mind about something, say, yeah, I don't feel like Mexican chili on Monday. What I'm going to do, I'm going to be coming home late. I'm just going to have some oatmeal when I get home. Done. Changed. Finished. Okay, here we go. And as I said, I showed you the resources with my shopping list and so on, which I found quite useful. So you can do your shopping, plan it all out here, print it out, take it with you to the store. No messing about. You know what you're doing. You've got your meals planned, and off you go to the races. Okay, I hope you found that useful, and there'll be more information like this, so just keep a lookout for that. Signing off for now. Bye.